27. A line segment has endpoints J, which is 2, 4, and L, 6, 8. The point K is the midpoint of JL. What is the equation of a line perpendicular to JL and passing through K? So we're looking for an equation of a line. So that is our ultimate goal, finding an equation of a line. And that line needs to be perpendicular to the line JL. So let's go ahead and then draw a line JL for this specific purpose. J is gonna be right here. So since it is a 2, 4, I'm gonna write J right here, and then L is gonna be somewhere here, which is 6, 8. Okay, and then we're gonna connect these two lines, or these 2 points. Let's call that one right there. Perfect. It's a little off, but you get the gist. Now we're looking for a line that is perpendicular to this one, so I'm gonna go ahead and then draw some line, and then that line is gonna pass through this point, and then it says that K, but K is a point that divides JL into 2 equal parts, so these 2 sides are the same. So the first thing is we need to figure out the coordinate of K. Alright, how do we figure it out? Well, since it is midpoint, the x coordinate of K is gonna be the x coordinate of L plus the x coordinate of J, and then we're gonna divide that by 2, and then this gives us 2 plus 6, which is this one and then this one, and then we're gonna divide it by 2, and then this gives us 8 over 2, and 8 divided by 2 would be 4. So we know the x coordinate of K, which is 4, so I'm gonna go ahead and then write 4 right there. Now to find the y coordinate of K, we're gonna add the y coordinate of L plus the y coordinate of J divided by 2, and then this is gonna come out as 4 plus 8, which is right here. 4 plus 8 divided by 2, which is 12 over 2, which is gonna be 6. So this is gonna be 4, 6. So we do have our first point, which is great. Now all we have to do is find the equation of this line. Let's call this line, I'm gonna go ahead and then call it T for Tashala, line T. We're looking for the equation of line T. Now how do we figure out? Well, if you remember from previous lessons, the slope of a line that is perpendicular to a given line is given by the negative reciprocal of the original line. So let's go ahead and find the slope of JL, which is going to be given by y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So in this case we do have y2 is going to be, let's go ahead and then call this one y2, and then this is going to be y1, this is going to be x1, and then this is going to be x2. So the slope of JL is going to be 8 for y2, and then 8 minus 4 divided by 6 minus 2. Remember, we can swap these two, x1 and y1, x2, y2, and then we're still gonna end up with the same answer, and then this comes out as 4 over 4, which comes out as 1. Now the slope of a line perpendicular to JL, which is gonna be T, so I'm gonna call MT. The slope of my line T is gonna be negative reciprocal of T, which means negative 1 over whatever the slope of MJL was. So this becomes negative 1 over 1, which equals negative 1. So my slope is negative 1. So in this case we do have what? Slope, and then we have a point, because the line has to pass through O. So let's go ahead and write that K point 4, 6, and I'm gonna call this one x1, y1. Since we have all the points information that we need, we're gonna use point slope to write the equation of this line, which is y minus y1, y minus y1 is equals to m times x minus x1. So let's go ahead and plug x1, y1, and then m, and then we get y minus 6 is equals to m is negative 1 times x minus, there is no x1 there, x minus 4, and then we're going to distribute the negative 1, and then we get y minus 6 is equals to negative x minus minus becomes plus 4, and then we're going to add 6, and then we're going to add 6 here, and then we get y is equals to negative x plus 10, and then this completes the problem. The equation of the line that's perpendicular to JL is going to be negative x plus 10. So based on this information, the correct answer would be choice A.